Good evening, everyone. I am very happy to see you again this evening. And we are on the roadmap of 21 days, understanding inner words, creating inner peace. And this evening, we are very happy to have our Mr. Yang Lưu Nhật Anh working together with us on the third days of the journey. And I would like to express my appreciations and gratitude to our great master, Trần Thanh Toán, who is the founder of WFT organizations, who already creates the programs for us. And I would like also to express my appreciations and gratitude to the precious knowledge, as well as all of the presence of participants in the Zoom this evening. And these courses already go through 30 courses, and today we will start our course number 30, and I am very I would like to express my appreciations to the knowledge and for the sharing from our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh, and also the chance that I am being here to translate the knowledge into English for everyone. And we gonna to go into the share screen, and I would like you to invite. I would like to invite you to come to an image, and if you have the markers, colorful marker, and the paper, so you can just draw in together with me. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of Sister Thân Thị Ngự, and good evenings, and I am appreciative for your presence this evening. And we're gonna go together on the road path. We are on the 21 day, the road map. So may I just write for you? That is our road map. Road map. Road map. To draw map of race. Inner condition. We're going to go into together with other on the 21 days on a roadmap of race inner condition. And each and every one of us, we just like a small human being. We have a small human being, and we are covering by the 6 barriers. You can use the 6 different colors to represent for the barriers that we are having. And these barriers, this is forming like a cocoon to prevent from for the human beings for the transformations. And just take an image of an egg. If it's received an internet, if external process from outside, so it's just like the egg. It will become our food. For example, when you would like to prepare the omelette, or so you will have an external forces on the egg, and then it will become our food. However, the eggs but its wheels have internal forces, and it's break through all of the egg cover, and it will become the living beings. It will become the living beings. And it's just like it's just like if we if there is a difficulty to come, it's force us to change. So if we are not changing, so maybe bigger challenging, or maybe also the losses will come in order for us to change. And if we have the externals, the internals impulse, and we will break through all of the covers around us, and then we become a living being. And if it's coming from within, so it will become, and this process, so this is transformation. This one, transformation. Transformations. So then, after the roadmap of the race, the inner conditions, and then, we will becomes a bigger person, a bigger person. We will have like bigger leg. We have a bigger leg. Bigger legs. We also have heart. And then also we will have our hair, our eyes, and we are happy with a smile. We are happy with a smile. And then it is not necessary for us to wait for the difficulty to come or the challenging to come so that we make our change. Rather than we give us a chance to learn for change, and we gonna to raise our inner condition, so that we will create the transformations from within. We will have the transformations from within. And then, like, we will have a bigger belly, we will have a bigger leg, bigger arm, and then also we have our hair. It's just like we have the right directions, and we have burst vision in our life. And then also, so we have a bright and sparkle eyes. We have beautiful smiles. And now we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify what is the barriers that is covering us and preventing us from our transformations to become a better versions of ourselves. And all of the barriers that is coming from the self-rejection. 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 Self-rejection of cognition. Self-rejection of cognition. Self-rejection of cognitions. And we are very grateful for the master who already shared with us what are they. Then we have the first. That is programming. Program to be a normal person. programmed to be a normal person. We just seeing we are just a normal person, and we are not dare to change. We are not dare to change. And then for the second one, that is the fear of failure. Fear of failure. Fear of failure. And it's just like, we are not, scared to change. And because of have a fear of failure, When we would like to do something, we are afraid that we are not successful, and it will bring us the failures. And then also we are number 3, fear of criticism. Criticism. And also just fear of judgment. When we would like to say something, we don't dare to say, because deep inside ourselves, we fear of criticism. It means that we are afraid that other people will criticize us, and also judge on what we are saying or what we are doing. Especially, the people around us. Normally, we will afraid that, we don't dare to change because of the fear of criticism and judgment. And then we're going to move on to number 4. That is lack of condition. Lack of condition. We don't dare to do anything because we see that we lack of conditions of the times, conditions of the resources, lack of the conditions of the material resources, the times, and also for the technology. And we are just see that we are lack of that, and we don't dare to do that to create the transformations or the change. And we're going to move on to number 5, that is lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. And then we're going to move on to number 6, that is lack of future vision. Lack of future vision. Then we have total the 6 self-rejections of the conditions. Good evening, Thủy. And we are just clarify what are they, the 6 barriers that's covering us, and also that is our rejections of condition. And then we hope that after our romance of 21 days working together in this journey, we're going to remove all of these barriers, and then we'll be able to raising our inner conditions to stand above all of the arising problems. And then we will fulfill a sufficiency, the stage of sufficiencies on all aspects of life. When we already have the stage of fulfillment, or sufficiencies about all aspects of life, then we'll be able to erase all of these barriers. Erase all of these barriers. And then there's no more the fear of failure. There's no more fear of criticisms or judgments. When we already have a stage of fulfillment and a stage of sufficiencies of all aspects of life, then we'll be able to attain a lasting happiness. And then we also obtain our maturity. And then we will, we will fulfill all of our desire. And it's just like, an image of a rocket. And then the rockets cannot, go on into the space due to the change. That is already, not allows the rockets to launch into the space. However, it's just like we will cut all of the chains, that is the 6 barriers here, or the 6 restrictions of condition, so that the rockets will goes directly into the space. And it will, go to the space. Free itself. And then we also, it's just like, the image that we will transform from within. We are more mature. We become bigger. We be able to stand above all of the arising problems. And we are master of our life. And we create the desires, our desirable life. And then we will not see that we are just, programmed as a person, a normal person. And then we'll be able, to release the self-restrictions of condition. And this process is very special because in the coming times, teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh will work together with us so that we will feel, the most relaxing and most comfortable stage, and we enjoy learning. We will enjoy learning together. Enjoys learning. We will have a term that is we enjoys. Enjoys learning. And ours roadmap of 21 days, that is the 21 days of we gonna to enjoy learning. We will enjoy learning. And then we will gonna to, to have a cross here. And it means that after working together on this roadmap 21 day, we'll be able to remove all of this barrier. We will remove all of this barrier. And we will be able to, working together, enjoy the learning together, and we grow together, we transform together. And this is a really special journey. That's our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh really happy to work along with everyone in the Zoom. And our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh share with everyone that he also have additional screen in order to help him to be able to see all of the participants in the Zoom. For example, he also can see like Miss Han or Brother Yuki. And if you possible, you just turn on the camera, or sometimes you also turn on the microphone to have interactions with teacher in some cases. And if in other cases you feel not very comfortable or you have something else that you'll be able to turn off the camera, but you're still listening to the knowledge. And also you will create a very comfortable, the most comfortable stage of learning, the most comfortable stage of learning. You will also prepare some snack or also some water during the process of learning, or some fruits, or even use can lying down and listening to the knowledge. It's just like you resting, but still listening. And I am surely that we working on this journey, everyone will have transformation. We have transformation. And teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh have a commitment of his inner conditions, of his inner worlds. That is, all is for the people transformation. And he commitments for the transformations of everyone's working together in this journey. And also we have the video recording, so you also be able to listening again to the lesson. And our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh will gradually make acquaintance with the participant in the Zoom. And we got to enjoy this process of learning together. Understanding in the world, creating inner peace is a process that is one's learnings transforming for the rest of your life. Learning once and you receive the transformations for the rest of your life. And we're going to have the schedules from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're going to have the conversations with the participant in the Zoom. And then from the 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're going to share the lessons, the applicable, and also the enlightenment. And then after that, and then we will have a short break. After the short break, we will going to move on to the main contents of the day. And we will finish our courses at 10 p.m. And this courses is really a valuable courses with the precious knowledge. And our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to share that the benefits that we receive from these courses maybe last forever for many, many lifetimes. And that is the reason why he said that we learn only one time, but the transformations is for the rest of our life. And the total hours that we working together, that is 63 hours of learning together in this process. If we, calculate, so it's not equivalent to the 3 days. That's 3 days. And you can see that within 3 days, we can do many, many things. What if you set these 3 days for your transformations for the rest of your life? And we would like to express our appreciations and gratitude to our beloved ones, our family, our children, husbands and wives, who already create favorable conditions for us to take part into this course and to enjoy, receive the knowledge, and to create our transformations from within ourselves. And we would like to express also our gratefulness and appreciation for the network connector, because thanks to their connection, we can see that they prepare the course for us in order for us to take part into the learning. Is because they already receive the values from the course. Therefore, they prepare with the sharing so that we be able to receive also the value from the course. And we will have a commitment with each other that we work along with each other in this journey and to create our transformation. So our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to ask everyone if they are ready to walk along with him in this journey, in this roadmap of race in a condition. That is the roadmap, 21 days roadmap of race in a condition. Of race in a condition. And first of all, our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to invite everyone in the Zoom together to draw an image with him. And our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to invite everyone to draw with him an image as follows. And we're gonna do blur a little bit here. And we are drawing a boat. After drawing, we're going to draw that this is a boat so that everyone can recognize this is a boat. And we're going to draw this is boat. This is boat. And we're going to have this just like orange. And this is a boat. Boat. And then we draw a man. We draw a man like this. The man. And this person going to have sticky. And also some, we will have like the water. And this was is a quite tight water, you know. The boat is moving on a river. The river. And you can see that, for example, we're gonna move from this is the point 8, point B. Then we're going to have 8. And then we will have like, this one is the water float. The water float. And there are only 2 possibilities. There's only 2 possibilities. Then this is, as you know, same direction with the water flows, and then this one is against the water flows. And then, for example, this bird is moving from point A to point B. And then, you know, because it's going the same direction with the water flow. So if there's no person in the boat, so whether this boat be able to reach the destination. If there is a possibility that the boat can reach the destination. If there is a person on the boat to drive the boat, then you know that so the boat will be very simple to reach the destination. And if you know there is the boat is going on the same water flow, and then there is a person who drives the boat, and also they have a very strong engine of the boat. So you know when the boat wants to move from point A to point B, it's very, very simple for the boat to, you know, to reach into the destination. However, if we goes from point B to point A, and we can see that if they go from point B to point A, it means that the bird is going against to the water flows. And then if there is no persons who drives this boat, so there's no possibility for this boat to reach to the destination. And then if there is a person on the boat, that person has a very good skills of controlling and driving the boat, and also, you know, have enough resources in order to be able to have the boat from point B to point A, because it's go against the water flows. And also sometimes the person had to miss the support from the good engines from the boat in order, you know, to control the boat to go from point B to point A. And also when we are go against the water flows, the person on the boat, that person had to make really great effort and energy in order for the boat to reach the destination. But on the the path to go from point B to point A, if the person on the bus feel really exhausted and cannot be able to do to control the bus anymore, so the bus will not be able to reach the destinations as our desire. And if we relate it to our lives, the bus is just like our life, and then point B and point A is just like these outcomes or our objective. And then we observe in the society, there are some people, they are going on the same water float. While also there are many people, they go against of the water flows. And when we observe this, so the people in the society, there are many people, they also attain their success. Whereas many other people, they also, facing with the challenges in life, difficulty in life. However, everyone is glad to attain their desirable outcomes. And what is the reason? What is the reason why? What is the reason why? Some people, they are really, simple and successful. And then some other people, they are facing with difficulty, facing with challenge. So what's happened? What's going on? And to make these differences, the differences. And then when we look at the aspects of our lives, if there are any aspects of life that we are successful, or we are attain to the smooth, or that's the aspects. It's also represent for we are going the same directions with the water flows. Or it means that we go along with, we follow the water flow. We follows the water flow. And if for other people, and they facing with challenging, they facing with difficulty in some aspects of life, so there's a possibility that that person, they go against the water flow. It's just like, for some people, they are facing difficulty in marriage. And we can see that if we go on the same direction with the water flows, it will very, very simple for us. And then if we are, make all of our effort, make all of our energy, however, we not be able to attain our desirable outcomes, so maybe we can come back to consider whether we are go against the water flow. And then, so in life, so what is water flow represents for? And then we are really, would like to express our appreciations and gratitude to the gurus, to the master who are share with us. The water flow here is the law and the principle. The water flow is the law and principle. The law and the principle. There are laws and principles that influence our life. And if there are persons who follows the laws and the principle, and we are go on the same directions, so we're going to attain our desirable outcomes. Very simple. But however, there's also a possibility for the people that they go against the law. the principle. That is why we can see that their lives facing with many difficulty and challenge in life. Challenge in life. So it's very necessary and important for every one of us to look back, whether that's, for some aspects of our lives, we are follows the laws, the principle, are not. And then in this roadmap, we're going to work together and we clarify what are the laws, what are the principles that influence our lives. And then when we already know, learn, and understand about the laws and the principles that influence our lives, we be able to manage and to follow the laws and the principle. Is just like our boat. We are controlling our boat to go on the same direction with the water flow. So it's very easy and very simple for us to reach our destination or to attain our desirable outcomes. And then, the boat of life, the boat of our lives, the boat of our lives will, help us to attain the desirable outcomes. And then there is a law that, influence our lives. And our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh will introduce to us about this law. But first of all, we just have agreements. We will understand about this image. This is a really important point. And then when we look back to our lives, we can see that our lives is influenced by the three angles of life. By three angles of life, that is science, we have science, we have religion, we have religions, and then we have here is a moral philosophy. Our lives is influenced by these three angles. For some others, we are based on the angle of science to clarify, to discuss, and to analyze about our lives. And then also there is the angles of the religions and also morals philosophy. And there is a law, that is influence to our lives, and that is the laws of cause and effect. And we can see that our lives is influenced with these three angles of science, religions, and moral philosophy. And the law that's influence of our lives, that is the laws of cause and effect. The laws of cause and effect. Then we have the cause and effect of cause. This one is the years. Universe. Universe view. Cause and effect. And then when we are talking about the cause and the effects of the universe views. So after we pass away, so where could we go? Where will we go? Where will we go? What we will take with us when we pass away? When we pass away. It's not about a method that's what you leave back. But it's matter what you take with you when you pass away. When you pass away. And then we also have this the second one, that is the world views. The world view. For example, you would like to intermingles. So when we apply the law of cause and effect, so we have to can the mango tree, and then we be able to have the fruits, that is the mango, so that we can have the fruits to enjoy. We have fruit to enjoy. And then we talking about the law. The law of cause and effect. In effect, universe views. Universe views. Then we work view. We have work views. And also, for example, regarding to our meal, like what we would like to enjoy in our lunch, then we will manage the cost. That is, we go to the market and then we will buy the ingredients in order to cook our delicious dish. And then, you know, when we go to the markets and then we buy all of the ingredients and then we go home to cook. After cook, we will have the effects, that is the dishes that we enjoy together. And then we also have the humanity views. The humanity. Then we have the humanity view. And when we are talking about the cause and the effects of the humanity views, so we not have much, you know, understanding about this. Because we can observe that regarding to the work views, the cause and the effects in the work views, there are many universities, school, college, education center, they are doing this. They are, you know, study, share us in order for us to know and to understand about the law of cause and effects related to the world views. However, when we come back to see that if our lives is smoothly and successfully or not, is depending on, you know, whether that we follow the laws of the cause and the effect. If any one of us here, we not just, you know, we not just get married And then we would like to create a harmonious family and a happy marriage. And then what is the cause and what is the ethics? So that is the ethics, that we would like to create a harmonious family and a happy marriage. We all, would like to have the desire to have a harmonious family and a happy marriage. And then we come back to see what is the cause in order for us to attain the effect. And in order to, to have those effects, that is the harmonious family and happy marriage. And then we will focus on what is the cause. What is the cause? And then, according to the statistics, accounts, so we can see that if we consider 100 couple, then, only few of them be able to create a happy marriage and harmonious family. And then when we are talking about morals, of course, in the ethics of the humanity, it's not mean that we do not want to follow the law, but because we really is not clear about the cause of the humanity views. And, harmonious family and happy marriage is part of the humanity view. And then also, for the team work together, and then with the social relationship between human beings to another human beings, among people. And then what is the condition, the cause, what is the condition, and what is the effect? What is our desired outcomes? And when we be able to learn and to know all of that knowledge, we be able to manage our life. And we also be able to manage our health. We manage our health. And what is the cause in order for us to attain a good health? And we understand about the law of the cause and the effect. We understand about the law of the cause and effect. And it's also, help us to attain the desired outcomes in our life. And also, it's not only about the cause and the effect, but it's also the condition. That is also the condition. Also about the condition. And our romance is a romance help us to thoroughly understand about the cause, conditions, and effect. And besides outcomes related to the inner world, related to health, related to social relationship, and also related to the finance and business. This one is morals, philosophy. And then we have here is the cause. The cause, effect, cause, effect, and then we also have condition. We have here is condition. Then we have a formula. We have the formulas. Glucose. We have glucose. We have glucose plus good conditions. We have plus good condition equal desired outcome. You know, all of the relationship, you know, between the employees and the managers, the employees and the employers, between the parents and the children, between wives and husbands, and that is all related to the humanities views. Humanity views. We have here universe view. We have universe view. Views. Then we have what view? What view? Then we have humanity view. When we manage the lower cost of affairs related to the universe views, we are discussing about, we are learning about the ethics after we pass away. So where should we go? And then, you know, when we be able to manage the law of cause and effects related to the humanity views, it's very simple for us to manage also the work views. But when you manage the law of cause and the effects related to the work views, it's not sure that you'll be able to manage the law of cause and the effects related to the humanity view. Humanity view. And you know, this course's name is Understanding in a World with Creating in a Peace. It goes directly to the knowledge of the humanity views, And we will focus on the humanity views in this course. And it will support for other views. And then we be able to enhance the views so that we be able to understand thoroughly all of the universe views, work views, and humanity views. Then we're gonna go into the what are the laws and the principle that influence to our lives. And then in our this romance math, we will go deeply into the law, the cause, and the effect. And then it helps us to understand about the cause, conditions, and effect. And then the principle is to clarify for the law. The law is covered largely, and then the principle is to clarify for the law. And we will start to learn about the principle that's influence to our life. And first of all, we're going to discuss with studies about the principle of light. Then we will have first number one, that is principle of life. Regarding to the law, cause, and the effect, we will just, we're going to move on to understand about the principle of light. Principle of light. And we're going to draw a rectangle. And this rectangle is represent for a dark room. This rectangles represent for a dark room. And we found that, we're going to brighten up these rooms. We're going to brighten these rooms. So there are two options. So for the option one, for the first options, and we can see that light and darkness is, it's just like the principle of duality. When there is the light, there's, no more darkness. When there is darkness, there's no more light. That is the principle of duality. That is the principle of duality. And then we have also, this is the darkness. This one is to remove darkness. So we have the first option is to remove the darkness, and then we have this the second options, that is bring the light. Bring the light into the room. Brings the light. So there is a possibility that we'll be able to remove all the darkness from the dark rooms. Here we have this one is option number 2. And just regarding to the principle of duality, when there is the light, there is no more darkness. When there is darkness, there's no more light. And yes, it's, it's not very simple for us to remove all of the darkness. And, there is a possibility that we will bring the lights into the dark room in order to have the room to become brighter, to brighten the rooms. And so we just, understand about this image. So the question here is that was this image related to our life? Was this image related to our lives? And then we wanted to draw is others a small house. We got to have this one is a small house. A small house. And we have here is the inner world. Here is inner world. And then we have here is health. Then we have social. Relationship. Then we have finance. Then we have business. And we wanted to express our appreciations and gratitude for this master, for the sharing about, when we wanted to manage our lives, we will manage the 4 aspects of life. That is, we manage our inner world, our health, our social relationship, and manage the finance and business. And when we would like to become the master of our lives, we will, master the 4 aspects of life. That is, we manage the inner world, we manage the health, we manage the social relationships, and we manage the finance and business. And in our lives, so there are, many problems might occur into our life. And, when we see that there are many problems that might occur in our lives, but in short, we only have the problem related to the 4 aspects of life. That is the problem related to the inner world, the problems related to the health, the problems related to social relationships, the problems related to the finance and business. And then regarding to the problems, we are facing since our lives, so we only have 4 main problems in life. That is the problems related to the inner world, problems related to the health, the problem related to the social relationship, and the problem related to the finance and business. All of the arising problems is related to these 4 aspects of life. And then when we want to master our lives, we also only master our inner world, master our health, master our social relationship, master our finance and business. And then when there is a problem related to the inner world, it will influence to our social relationship, When we have the problems related to the inner world, it will also influence our social relationship. For example, when we are really happy, we feel very comfortable. It will also, have an influence to our social relationship, And then you can see that the inner words also influence our health. And there is also, some health issues that is related to the mental health, to the mental, and also the spiritual and the mental. And the inner worlds also influence to our finance and business. And when we observe into the market, when, the people in the market, they just, have a change in their inner worlds. It's also influenced to their finance and business, And also the social relationship, the problems related to the social relationship also influence to the inner worlds. Influence. For examples, we will receive the compliments from our children. Oh, mommy, you look so beautiful. And then only, compliments also influence to our inner worlds, And then the social relationship also influence to the finance. All of these four aspects, they have the influence on each others. Yes. And there is also the research showing that the social relationship also influence to our health. So we have inner siblings, social relationship, different finance business. influence to the health, and also social related to the inner world, and also influence, and is also influence to business, finance business. Then we have the health, influence, social relationship, finance influence in the world. Then we will have here the health influence to the inner world. Here is related to the finance. So the finance business also influence the social relationship. And the finance business also influence to the inner world, to the inner world. You can see that when we just have a suffering and we cries, but if we be able to cry in Hawaii, in a beautiful beach, so it's also, it's also a good, better. And because of the interrelations and interconnections of all these four aspects of life, so it will create various of the problems that might occur in our lives. This will create various of problems that might occur in our lives. And then when we are discussing about this image of the house, about this four aspects of life, then what is the meanings? What's the relations? What's the principle of light? And then we can see that for a human life, the problems that we are facing is just like the darkness. And when there is a problems occurs, it's just like the darkness, and then we just try to fix the problems. We try to fix the problem. It's just like we try to remove the darkness. We try to remove the darkness. And the tendencies about in the world is that when have the problems, we are trying to fix the problems, or we handle the problems. And if we are trying to fix the problems, it's just like we try to remove the darkness. So instead of remove the darkness, it is better. It's the better for us, just to bring the light, Then when you look back into your life, so whether sometime in your life you try to fix the problems, and then there is also in our lives that there is a problems related to the social relationships of ourselves. So it's may last to the problems related to social relationship of other people, of other people. And then we will come to see how we can be able to apply the principle of light in order to brighten up this house. We'll be able to brighten up this house. So I would like to invite everyone to draw a bigger house with me. We're gonna to draw a bigger house. We're gonna have a bigger house. And then we also have his inner walls. We have here is the house. We have here is social relation. Social relationships. Then we'll have business, finance. Finance and business. Church. One is relations, and we have relationships. We have his finance. And we have his business. We have business. Then we wanted to brighten up our house with the seven light. So I would like you to draw a hexagon. We're going to draw a hexagon. A hexagon in the middle of the house. And we just lighten up our house. We lighten up our house. We're gonna to lit up the wisdom. With them, we have inner stage. We have his personality. Personality, we have virtues. We have capability. We have his physical. Then we have material. We have materials. when we apply the principle of light into a brighten up this house, we are not focusing on, remove all the problems arising related to the inner worlds, the health, social relationships, finance, business. Rather than we gonna to lighten up and maintain the light within our house, in our house. Then we will have here, we call that it the 7 holiday realms. 7 holistic. And there is questions. Why does the virtues stand in the middle of the house? So our teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh share with us that because we got to be balanced between the material life and the immaterial life. So we got to clarify in the coming days on our journey, on our romance of race in the condition. And then we got to have everyone to light up the light of the wisdom, light of inner stage, light of personality, light of capability, light of physical well-being, and then the light of material well-being. And then we will gradually, list up all of these 7 lights. That is the 7 holiday realms. And then we got to open up our wisdom. We open up our wisdom. And then we will, manage and master our inner worlds. We will fulfill our personality. And then we got to attain the number virtues. We have outstanding capability. We have a really, have a good physical well-being. And then we will have sufficient material well-being. Sufficient material well-being. And we call this is the 7 holiday realms. Then we have the 7 holiday realms. We have the 7 holiday realms. 7 holiday realms. Then we have this one is the materials. We have materials, we have physical. Physicals, we have capability. We have the virtues, capability. Virtues, personality. We have inner stage. And we have wisdom. So this is the 7 holiday realms. 7 holiday realms. We're going to keep our house brightens with the 7 lights. The lights of wisdom, the lights of inner stage, the light of personality, the lies of virtues, the lies of capability, this one is capability. Capability. So let's just write again. Honesty claims. We have materials and physical. We have the inner stage. Then we have wisdom. Then we will have his capability, physical. The one is material. We have material. Materials. And then we have wisdom, inner state, personality, which is, this is the aim. We have immaterial. And we're going to draw these words, figures. We have here is the immaterial. We have immaterials and then we have materials. And on our roadmap, we will go working together in order to fulfill these four lights. The lights of wisdom, the lights of inner state, the lights of personality, the lights of virtues, the lights of capability, the lights of physical well-being, and the lights of the material well-being. And then we're going to have materials lies, immaterials. And then we also have the immaterials, immaterialized the materials, and then we have materialized immaterials. we have the immaterialized the materials, and then we have materialized the immaterials. When we are talking about this immaterialized materials, we add values to the materials. We add values. For example, our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to ask everyone in the Zoom if you still keep the handmade gift from your friends, or from your beloved ones for a long times. For example, if you still keep with you the bicycle or the motorbike, or any handmaids that you already keep with you for a long times. So each of us, we will have a different objects. We will have different objects. For example, teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to share that he still keep with him the watch, the first watch that he received from his father, and he still can keep it until now. And the reason why our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh still keeps the bike, that's his father's bike for him for the first time in his life, because the bicycle already, we already added the immaterials values. We add the immaterials values to the materials. And then, for example, you have many houses, but your original house you still keep. And in the house of teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh, there is also a sewing machine that we still keep. But we still keep the sewing machine. And because of his grandmother would like to keep the sewing machine. There are some objects that we still can sell because it's various values. This have a values with us. And also there is a person who already keeps the letter for 50 years. Then then we already add this, the immaterials value into the materials. And that process we call that is the immaterialize the materials. And outside the society, many people, they already do this. They already do this. And also, we also doing the same things in the business. They added the immaterials values into their products or their service. For example, there is shoes or the handsprings. Thus, we are going to do the handmade bag or shoes. And when they are selling that products, the price is really high. It's really high. And the values already increased 1,000 times when we already add this, the immaterials value into the materials. For example, for the handmade shoes, then the price maybe is really high. And then also we can see that and that into the things that we add this the immaterials. That's we add this the immaterials values. Materials values. And it's only just limited versions. And for example, for diamonds, so the values of the diamonds is really high, and the price is super high. And then also for the mother, they also be able to add this immaterials value into the meals. For example, we can share with our beloved ones that, in order to prepare these meals, I already add this a lot of love, a lot of care for everyone in the family. I already choose the most fresh and nutritious ingredients to prepare these special dishes for everyone. And then, at that time, all of the members of your family enjoys the dishes, with a very close, intimate relationship. And then our teacher says that sometimes he will call that, when we be able to add this, the immaterials values into the materials, it have to increase the values of that material things, And then, when we are cooking some dishes for our family, it is also very, meaningful for us to update details about the dishes. That is the way we also added the immaterials values into the meals or the materials. We can share with our beloved ones how much we care for them, how much we love them, and how much the intention that we put into prepare a really delicious meals, the delicious dish for the beloved ones, for all of the members in the family. And then also, when we go to the supermarkets, also there is the process of planting the organic vegetable, and we can see that that is the process of many procedure. And then when we be able to understand about the process to create the organic vegetable, we we'll be able to access the immaterialized. And we add the immaterials value into the materials. And it's just like, when we are looking at this marker. So this is the markers. But for our teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh, he be able to ask the immaterials values because he really appreciates this marker, because he already used this marker in his sharing the precious knowledge with everyone. So our teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh would like to, really highly appreciate. And he considered this marker as just like his close friend. His close friends. And then, when we learn about the finance, our teacher Hoàng Anh shared with us that it's just like the money is just our partner, our life partner, our life partner. If we see the money, it's just like a tool to earn the money. So, that is the another views. But if we be able to see that, the money is our life partners. So the way we interact and we behave with our money is in a really different way. In a different way. And then when we have a process of materialize the immaterials, and then we immaterialize the materials, and then materialize the immaterials. We can see that even the vegetable, we be able to add the immaterials values to them. And then if we be able to, as a human being, we be able to add the immaterials value into us. So we will have the immaterialized ourselves. I will write this in. Materialize. Immaterialize. Oneself. When we be able to immaterialize ourselves, we will become like, we will enrich our wisdom, enrich our inner stage, enrich our personality, enrich our virtues. when we be able to, you know, to let's have a chance to increase our wisdom, increase our inner stage, increase our personality, increase our virtues. So that is a process that we immaterialize ourselves, immaterialize oneself, especially, you know, the four following elements, that is the wisdom, the inner stage, the personality, virtues. And then we be able to have our children to immaterialize themselves as well. We have our children, our beloved ones, to immaterialize themselves, like to become enriched wisdom, enriched inner stage, enriched personality, enriched virtues, enriched virtues. And then when we observe into the society, the people usually evaluate the other people based on the capability, physical and material well-being. And then we will not focus only on the capability, physical, or the materials. Rather than we focus on the immaterial lives. Enrich wisdom, enrich inner stage, enrich personality, enrich virtues. And we gonna to work along with our children in their maturity process to have them to immaterialize themselves, to become a person who is rich in wisdom, who is rich in inner state, who is rich in personality, who is rich in virtues. And then our next generation will open up a new horizon. Because our children already follow the immaterials life. And then we will change the way we evaluate person. We change the ability of, you know, the immaterials. And if we be able to have our beloved ones and our children to become a person who is rich in wisdom, who is rich in inner stage, who is rich in personality, who is rich in virtues, who is rich in capability, who is rich in physical well-being and material well-being. When we be able to do this, we will have our next generations to become a person who is rich in wisdom, inner stage, personality, virtues, and we focus on immaterialize ourselves, oneself. And these 7 lives, the 7 holistic wells, so each of them is really, really meaningful and precious. And we have just immaterialized the values of the person. When we be able to open up the wisdom to master our inner stage, to fulfill our personality, and to obtain noble virtues, and we have outstanding capability, and we have a good physical well-being and sufficient material well-being. And then, for example, when you get married to your wife, Your wife is a person who is rich in wisdom, who is rich in inner stage, who is rich in personality, who is rich in virtues. And also, you know, the when the wife in the house, they have the immaterialized, a person who is rich in wisdom, inner state, personality, virtues. And then we also be able to have the beloved one in our family to become immaterialized. And everything, the root cause of life is coming from ourselves. And we will work together to attain that desirable outcomes. When a person, they focus on their immaterialized values, they create a really difference. They create a really difference. And in the coming day, we got working together to lighten up all of these 700 wells. And we work together with our children, with our family, to attain the 700 wells. We not only can be able to immaterialize the individuals, we also be able to the immaterialize the community. When we have a team or the people in our company, we all have these 700 wells. And then the destinations of their lives is to attain the 700 wells. And we will have a stage of sufficiency regarding to all these 700 wells. And then we take these formulas to share with our beloved ones. And WIT organizations at the moment, we are doing this. We are doing this. Immaterialize the materials. And then we also, you know, in our business to the people in this company to attend the 700 wells. And we have the people in the company to attend the 700 wells. And then we work together to attain our desired outcomes. And like we have the mentor and the master, and then we have the WIT business owner, and then we also have the family educator, mentor. And then all of the housewives, the the parents that would like to work along with the growth of their children. Then we will synchronize our understandings, and so we take these immaterial values to add into the people. Do we create outstanding people? And when in the families, and all of the members in the family aim to these 7 holistic wells. And then we also have the families educator mentor. If we have us, there's a parent aim to the 7 holistic wells. And we will build up our family, we build up our cooperation for the people. And then we also have the WRT business owner for the people. And then we have the wisdom and inner stage. And then for many other people, we take 700 students as our destination. And then we will add the immaterials values into the materials. And we will make the procedure in order to have people to attend the 7 holistic wells. On the process of having all the members in the family to have the immaterialized, we ask this the immaterial, the values of the main. And this is our coming future. When we have the people in our enterprise and in the family, in the community, we all, have the immaterialized, the wisdom, inner stage, personality, and virtues. And for sharing this precious knowledge, we will have the participants around 40 countries in the world. And we would like to express our appreciation and gratitude to the contributions of we would like to highly appreciate and gratitude for the presence of all the participants in the Zoom. And that is the meaning of immaterialize the materials. And our teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh would like to ask one more time, if we already understand how to be able to immaterialize the people. And then when we be able to materialize all of the immaterials, so that our great master mothers, he feel really blessing. You feel really blessing. And in this roadmap, we will have everyone to know, to understand, and to apply these 700 wells. And we clarify, we label, and so that we can name in this process. And then we got to the materialize the immaterials. For example, we have the inner peace, and that is the kind of immaterials, and happiness. And then when we look at this one, so we see that the wisdom is the immaterials. And then we already, added the immaterials values into the materials. And then now we're gonna to materialize the materialize immaterials. And then we can observe that in doing the business, so we already applied this principle into the business owner. And then once we already have the immaterialized, it's very hard for us to obtain our desired outcomes. And then when we are talking about the happiness, that is the immaterialized, but after graduates, so it's very, very, not simple for everyone to understand thoroughly. And as a human being, so we open up the wisdom. And then also the people to, going through for the inner peace. And our teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh said that for many people, they cannot, clarify about this. And then we will have like the inner peace, love, compassion, appreciations, and gratitude. And in the coming day, we're gonna to materialize the e-materials. And the e-materials here is that we're gonna to materialize the e-materials, that is the wisdom, inner stage, personality, virtues. In, for example, our teacher Yang Lin, and for example, we have the marker. And then when we materialize the e-materials, so we contain the transformations of the person who learns about this knowledge. And then in the coming day, we're gonna materialize all of the e-materials. And this is a really important knowledge. So in the coming day, we're going to understand all of the 700 realms. So in short, and when we apply the principle of light into this knowledge, and we maintain to keep our house with light, and then we maintain the light within our house. We maintain the light within our house, the lights of wisdom, lights of inner stage, the lights of personality, lights of virtues, lights of capability, lights of the physical well-being and materials well-being. And our teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh just shared with us about the principle of light. We never go to try to fix the problem. Rather than we learn how to manage and explore, and also we give us a chance, a new chance. And when we release of the 700 spheres, the light of 700 spheres, so and then we will close the principle of lights and let's move on to another principle. Then we have number 2. And we're gonna move it on the second principle, that is the principle We will move on to the second principle. The principle of brain activations. Then we have here that's the lessons. We have the lesson. For the lesson, that is the new in comparison with, that is the new, and lesson is the knowledge that is new to us. That is new to us. So that is the applications of the principle applied. And then by this way, we go deeply into the humanity knowledge. Then we have lesson, then we have the applicables. Applications, applicable. Yes, the lesson. Principle. Brain activation. And for the people, we need the lessons for our maturity. We will have the lessons. applicable. And then we have enlightenment. Enlightenment. Then we have here is nude. And then this one is obliging nice. Enlightenment is have answered. This one is we have answer. We have lesson. Applicable. Enlightenment. Then we have here is new. Applies in nice. Answers are inferior. And then some, in our lives, we really need the lessons for our maturities, And then for the smart person, a smart persons, they will And it is very important and beneficial for us to understand about the principle of brain activations. Every day we will have a lesson that is something new in comparisons with what we already learned in the past. And then we also have the knowledge that we'll be able to apply into our life. And then we also have the answer for our inquiries. And then when we doing this, we will activate our brains and open up our wisdom. And then we learn the lessons from the other failure, and also from other success, And then we will have every day we should have the lessons, the applicable, and then the enlightenment. And then we will have a various of lesson a day. And then when we will have the lessons, we will have the lesson on the 4 aspects of life, the lesson related to the inner world, related to the health, related to social relationships, finance, and business. And then each and every class pass by, so we will have the what is the lessons, the applicable, and the enlightenment. And then for our maturities and our success, it's very necessary for us to have the lessons every day. And then when we understand about the lesson related to the 4 aspects, we have the lessons applicable and enlightenment related to the inner world, related to the health, related to the social relationships, finance, and business. And every day we will have the conclusions on the lessons, the applicable, and also the enlightenment. And then we will apply, so the principle applies into the principle of brain activation. We always focus on the bring the light. That is, we will inactive, we will have the lessons. We will have the applicable, we will have the enlightenment. So every day, so we have the lessons. And then if we be able to have the 3 years, and we have the 10,000. We have 10,000 lessons. And then for the 10,000 lessons, we're gonna have and we can have like a small notebook, and every day we will have what are the lessons that is new to us. Then what is the knowledge that we be able to apply to our life, and then also enlightenment. We have answer for the inquiries. And for the smartest person, they will learn from the success of other people, And this is really, simple. And then for the beginnings of a new day, so we're going to have a time to share with each other about the lessons, about the applicable, and about the enlightenment. What's the enlightenment? And every day, before we start our new lessons, we will have a time for everyone participating in the Zoom to share about the lessons, the applicable, and the enlightenment. I would like to appreciate and gratefulness for the precious knowledge for our great master, the wonderful teacher, and also all other participants in the Zoom. And regarding to the house, this is very simple for us to, in order to, for us to remember. So you remember the foundations of the house is the inner worlds. Another pillars is the house. Another the left, the right is the social relationship, and then the root of the house is the finance and business. We have the inner worlds, house, social relationships, finance, and business, and that is we be able to. It's very simple to remember that is knowledge. This knowledge. And then when we have a person who had the inner peace in the inner world, then we have a good health, qualified social relationship, a sufficient finance, and successful business. And we are the fulfill the four aspects of life. Fulfill the four aspects of life. And then we can use these diagrams in order to understand about our current status, and then to understand about other people from which aspects of life. And then many people, they are already, building their life from the roof. And they just focus on earn the money, earn the livings. And then after that, they will come to focus on the foundation that is in the world, and health and social relationship. This is very important for us to understand about this knowledge, and we start from our foundation, and then we will have when we have inner peace in our inner worlds, we have a good health, we have a qualified social relationships. Then this is very simple for us to have a finance, a good finance, and a successful business. Once again, I would like to appreciate and gratefulness for all of the participants, the presence of participants in the Zoom. And we would like to say goodbye for now and see you again tomorrow. And when we start our new lesson tomorrow, we will have time for the participant in the Zoom to share about the lessons, about the applicator, the knowledge that we apply in our life, and also for the enlightenment, the knowledge related to enlightenment. And thank you so much for all of your presence. I love you so much. Bye bye. And today we already have mentioned about the law, cause and effect, and then the principle of life and principle of brain activation. So bye for now. Thank you.